Oh.
Mom!
Hey y'all, it's me, Jaida Essence Hall.
And Heidi and Closet.
And this is Hall and Closet, honey. Look, today we have a very super sickening special guest. None other than voice actor and director Hayden Daviau.
Today we talked about Pink Eye.
Oh, farty face pink eye.
Not that, Jada.
Absolutely that.
We talked about the game of the year, Baldur.
Game of the year.
That was fun. Voice acting.
Voice acting. We talked about a lot of fun, sizzling things today. And the only way you're going to know what those things are is if you tune in.
Yeah.
Huh. Now let's get into some nonsense.
Let's do it.
Ooh, yeah. I know that's right.
So how you been?
I've been really good. How have you been?
I've been good. I've actually not been super dizzy. I just got off the boat.
Not super dizzy.
Not super dizzy.
Okay.
Because apparently, like, when you, like, okay, so I just got back.
You
from
have to,
cruise.
you literally have, okay, thank you. Because I'm like, you literally have to describe that a little bit better. You said, I just got off the boat.
Yes.
I'm like, what does that even mean? Like,
rock the boat.
Like one of those cargo containers
Yes,
ships?
I was just recently on 2 cruises back to back.
Ooh,
It
you
was
were
really
cruising.
fun, a week apiece. It was a lot of fun, but you get your sea legs, and apparently it's a thing. Like when you get back from cruises, sometimes you can feel a little sick or whatever,
Yeah.
or like dizziness. I was like, oh my goodness, what if that happens to me? But I've been good so far, so I'm feeling
You
great.
never got seasick.
No, I take that back. I threw up once. It was
Okay.
one night that the waves
that was
were
a
really
night you were
bad.
pregnant.
No, it wasn't that night. It wasn't that night. But there was a night that it was like, okay. And it was funny because we were all getting ready to go for the the event that night. And I was fine. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I was just sitting there. And then all of a sudden, we're about to walk out. I'm like, hold on.
Where did you throw up
And
at?
it's in the bathroom.
Okay.
I made it to the bathroom. And then I stood up like, I feel better now.
Is that not the weirdest thing?
I was like, well, there it is.
What do you think it was?
I don't know what
The
it
seasickness or
maybe
maybe-
I think it was maybe just that night the waves were really bad.
Okay.
So I feel like maybe that had something to do. We had just eaten, and if I didn't eat that much though, I literally just had like a little small portion.
little
But like
goose.
the waves was getting it that night. So I
Maybe it
think
wasn't
that
the
was it.
waves. Maybe it was some of that arugula you
I
had.
hope not, because the food was good. The food was really good.
Well, I believe it's going to be delicious, obviously, but maybe it was something you had that you reacted to differently. Who knows?
Maybe. But the cruise was lovely. Baby came to one of the.
Oh,
it was over Valentine's Day, so that was
tea.
lovely.
So, wait, how many
Moment.
cruises did you do?
Two separate ones. I
Okay.
did the big gay cruise
Okay.
with a lot of my friends from North Carolina who are like queens. My drag sister Malaya, my friend Nadia, who also plays games with me. A bunch of
Yes.
them were there. Giselle, Cassidy Carter. And then on the second one, it was with me, Jimbo, Candy, and Jessica. It was really
Yes.
fun. But it was a lot. It was crazy. It was a good time.
So you were at sea for weeks.
I was at sea for 2 weeks. Yes. It was lovely.
You're a sea bitch now.
A real bitch.
You a sea bitch.
I saw some land hoes as well.
Okay.
It was really lovely.
Which lands did you stop at? Which magical lands?
St. Martin's,
Ooh.
Jamaica.
I know
Puerto
somebody from St.
Rico.
Martin.
There was a Dominican Republic as well. Haiti.
Ooh.
Went all over. It was.
I want to go to the
lovely.
DR. Okay, let me tell you this.
Tell it to me.
A thing I did not know,
Mm-hmm.
bitch, and don't even act like you knew it either
Okay,
before. That Haiti and the Dominican Republic are on the
I
same
knew
island.
that. I did know that. I'm not gonna.
Girl,
didn't know?
how is that not a continent?
How's it not a continent?
Yeah. I mean,
Why?
pretty
Is it, what would you?
Just get it out.
what, to you, in a sense, why would that be a continent?
Literally because 2 countries are there.
Mm-hmm. Continue. So
That's
what? So
it.
is
I
that
mainly
what?
feel
So
like-
2 countries is what entitles a continent.
I feel like, I mean,
Is that what? Is that what?
name another island with 2 countries on it.
I'm not well versed in. I've been on 2 cruises. I'm not well versed in all the
Islands.
islands, bitch. What you been like?
You're not well versed either.
That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie.
Okay. Bitch.
But hold on. But let me tell you.
Not you got it to your uncle. Now that's a motherfucking lie.
That's a motherfucking lie.
Your uncle voice.
Yes, honey. But oh my God. So I have to tell you about the journey back.
Okay.
Though. Now
Ooh, give it to me.
Bitch, now this
Suck
was
it
a
to me.
moment. Okay, so it was the cruises were lovely.
Mhm.
The travel back, shit. It was horrible. So we got up, we left the hotel. Checkout was at 11. Our flight was at 3:20.
What island was this?
We were coming back from Florida, so we're in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be problems.
There's a reason why people hate Florida.
Just the airport.
The airport is definitely one that adds to it
governor.
for sure. All that, yep.
Mhm.
So we're there. We're sitting there. We get to the airport about 12. We're sitting there. Thank God for the Delta Sky Lounge.
Huh.
They the real ones. But we sit there. Our plane ended up being delayed 7 hours. We had a connecting flight in Atlanta, so we missed the connecting flight. So we finally pulled out of.
Wait, what the fuck did you do in the fucking Fort Lauderdale airport for 7 hours?
It was actually longer than 7 hours. The flight itself kept getting delayed. That was when like me and baby checked in, was like, what the fuck is happening? But then we didn't take off till like a little like almost 11 at night to Atlanta, and we got to Atlanta around 1. So we couldn't do anything. We were stuck. They didn't vouch us a hotel room or anything. So they did put us on the very next flight from Atlanta. But baby, it gets worse. So I couldn't get my bags back because they were like, they're being put on the next flight when it gets here.
Oh, they sent it to Atlanta.
But yeah, so we're finally in Atlanta, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so they won't give us our bags because our bags are checked and they're going to the next flight. So, but our flight's not till 7:20 in the morning, so we're shit out of luck with our bags. So then me and baby, we go sit in the food court. We try to sleep or whatever. We wake up, the woman next to us on the table. She's like, with the alarms, they're starting to go off. We're like, what's going on? They're like, something's been going on. Just stay calm or whatever. And then the woman beside us, she leans over. She's like, yeah, apparently a woman got choked to death in the airport. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, me and baby were literally asleep. We could have got choked to death.
That was while y'all were sleeping at the airport?
While we're sleeping at the airport at 1 o'clock in the morning. So then we were
what the fuck is going on?
And then I don't know. Something was in Atlanta airport too, honey. It was a mess. And then we
Not already that you don't have to take the train.
Girl, so then that was like at 3 when we found out that was happening. So then me and baby, we stayed close for sure. But then like as soon as they started letting people.
Did that make the news?
I don't know. But as soon as we got like they started letting us go through TSA, we went through TSA.
We should go
and
look
got
at
checked.
CNN.
I was like, that was wild. I was like, I don't know if it was 100% true, but that's what the woman told us. And then a lot of other people were talking about it too. So we're like,
I would hope the lady at the Delta desk didn't lie about nobody getting choked out to make an excuse for the delayed flight. I'm like, what is going on?
This is traumatizing. And I was like, baby, what the fuck is happening? And then we finally got home at like 11. So we left the hotel one day at 11, and I got to my house at 11 the next day. 24 hours.
Yeah.
Of travel.
Girl.
I don't know if it was wild. It was, and then things were happening with baby. I'm not gonna go into all that stuff was happening there too. I was like, this is a lot. Like travel from the cruises was hectic. It was wild.
Yeah. Oh no. But I'm glad you had fun at the cruise.
But we made it. We survived.
And it took you 24 hours to get back fucking from a cruise.
It should never take 24 hours to get from Florida to LA.
You could have walked,
bitch. It was funny because there were so many times that we were sitting there at Fort Lauderdale and was like, baby, we could have got a car and drove to Atlanta and still got onto the flight in time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a rental car place inside the airport. But the thing about that is you don't know how to drive.
Baby does. He drive like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He love to drive.
He must really be driving.
He's one of them 4-wheel drivers. He like to go off road and stuff.
That bitch said he ride like a motherfucker. I said, Jesus, he really be driving that damn car. What the hell? It was something you got feral in that moment. Something about revving my engine.
Wild.
I'm excited for this podcast episode.
It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be Jessica Wilde. We need Jessica Wilde on the pod.
She loved that drink.
Ooh,
like a golden child. I'm obsessed with her.
I'm obsessed with you, Heidi.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
with you too.
I feel like in a different world,
Uh-huh.
maybe like a different universe, and in that universe, there would be me having a conversation about another universe in which possibly another universe would exist
Yes.
that we would be close
Mm.
and not just coworkers.
I knew this was coming. I was like,
I like you
she's gonna say something.
I like you
shady and
eventually.
rude. Eventually, one day
through like
we'll get
a
there.
paradox of times and universes. Bitch, you a cool hoe.
I appreciate you. And in an alternate universe, I'd probably think you were a kind person or something. But
I think I am.
I don't know, sister. You be
This outfit is giving me bitchy energy.
it's giving for sure. But you look good, sis.
You look good.
Our
You
red
look sweet as a
ladies.
cherry, mama. We're wearing red hair today. Did I not just say that like that was like?
Not the obvious.
Well, no, because this is a podcast.
Well, some people see it.
Okay, well, because this is a podcast, so obviously most people are listening through this.
This is true.
Audio medium. So they probably they're probably listening to this podcast thinking, I wonder what color those ladies' hair is today.
So describe your outfit really fast.
It's black, a lot of holes,
Word.
lots of tearing see-through.
So you,
red
in
hair,
general,
beautiful face.
black
What do
with a
you
lot of holes.
describe yourself?
I'm just a little cherry bikini girl.
Okay,
With red spike glamour.
and she's wearing a tuck it up pulled all the way up above her belly button.
Girl, I ain't tuck.
You just ruined the fantasy. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. I'm sorry. I broke the fantasy.
Okay.
The Human Rights Campaign envisions a world where every member of the LGBTQ plus family has the freedom to live their truth without fear and with equality under the law.
Equality for all without exception.
Pride is the time to celebrate the LGBTQ plus community and be proud of living openly and authentically.
Pride is a celebration of all the beautiful identities of our LGBTQ plus community.
We create spaces where we can bring our whole selves to dance and march in the streets and declare we are here, we are visible, we are proud.
But this year, the HRC cannot ignore the mounting attacks against the LGBTQ plus community.
Last year, for the first time in history, the HRC declared a national state of emergency for the LGBTQ plus Americans in recognition of the record-breaking number of anti-LGBTQ plus bills signed into law.
This year, our rights and our lives will be on the line as anti-LGBTQ plus politicians and judges are up for election.
Across the country, anti-LGBTQ plus legislators are taking their marching orders from extremist groups and are determined to tell their LGBTQ plus constituents that they should not be seen, heard, or even exist.
This Pride Month, let's fight back against all the hate and celebrate the LGBTQ plus community.
Donate today by visiting hrc.org/givepride.
Make a generous gift this Pride Month and support the LGBTQ plus community.
We're back, and Heidi's crying.
We're back.
Heidi's crying.
I'm
Heidi,
crying.
yeah, what happened? Let's talk about it.
The battle for my eye today has been a great
Yes.
triumph. A triumphant
Journey.
battle and
Yes.
journey so far. I think I'm winning, but stay tuned.
So we
Do you want us to see this?
that is okay.
It was an eye drop, girl.
Roll toe. You know what? I've never seen eye drops like this
Oh,
in my life in this content. See, that's the problem. But you know what? While you have a special guest today, we have another special guest.
yes.
Mhm.
Multiple special guests.
Including the curl, Susie
The
S.
curl and the lash fighting together. But who's our special guest today?
Our special guest is none other than Hayden Daviau. Yes.
You have spoke?
And we're going to introduce them, I guess, right now.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Welcome,
Hayden Daviau.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my God.
Oh.
You look so cute.
Oh, very. I love.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank
No
you
problem.
for
Thank you for being
coming.
here. I feel like this is the first time that we've ever had a fairy on our podcast.
I flew here as fast as I could.
Well,
I mean,
well, Heidi, speak for yourself. Yeah, well, thank you for flying in.
thank you so much.
Where are you flying in from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love Dallas.
word. Okay, I've been a couple times for sure. It's a good time.
This is working you
The
out.
girl. She
If
didn't
you were
start till just
animated
now.
as well, Heidi, right now today, we could just erase that and then just
and just go from there.
and just start from there.
It
But
would be lovely.
Hayden, I have a very, very important question. Well, no, I guess not a question. I just want to give you a moment to introduce yourself to the entire world.
Yes.
And also, I guess this is a question. What are your pronouns?
Yes.
My pronouns are they, them exclusively.
They, them,
I am
yes.
non-binary.
Yes.
Work.
I guess a little bit about me. I am a professional voiceover actor. I'm best known for my work on Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising as Vakala, the cartoon Rainbow High as Pinkley Page, Goblin Slayer, the anime, in the English adaptation as Priestess. I've also been in video games like Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 as Prado.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness, there's been a lot of things throughout my
So the
career.
voice is voicing.
Oh, wait, so how does one get into voice acting?
I've been, well, you start with acting, really. I've been acting since I was rather little. I started in show choir and theater, all throughout, just from like preschool to high school. I was always in the performing arts, and eventually I found voice acting. I was watching behind the scenes of like a cartoon or something. It's like, oh, so that's how they record the voices, and it's
You
been
literally
animated too.
sound like the perfect voice, for real.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
So-
like I would be a voiceover actress for like if they need to replace Patty or Selma off The Simpsons.
Yes.
But I'm like, your voice is so
Both.
clear and I could do both.
could do both.
Do both.
do both.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Do
Heidi,
you
I'm sorry.
do you have a go-to character that you
Ooh.
with voice acting? I find that people find different voices that they can do. Do you have like a go-to one that's like one that's so funny, or what's your favorite?
What I get cast as the most, I would say, especially for Goblin Slayer, or there's a show called, it's a long title, I'm the Villainess, so I'm Taming the Final Boss.
I know that's right.
Yes.
I played
Andy is.
That sounds like that's the
Andy
energy
is.
to leave the
That's-
studio with
I
today.
live. I live.
So most of my characters end up sort of sounding like this. Very high, very sweet. I did this also for Rainbow High as well.
So that's generally where I get cast.
Word.
Oh my God, that was crazy!
I'm playing a character this season called Amila, and she sounds like this. She's very low, she's a villain, so it's very fun. So I...
She sounded a little
my
Brit-
God, I
She
love
sounded a
it.
little British too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it sounds a little dangerous. It's giving me like Ivy from Soulcalibur.
Yes.
You
Ooh,
know.
Oh my
love
gosh,
her.
I would love
Love.
Soulcalibur game. Oh my
That
That
would
would
be
be everything.
insane.
Wait, so who's your main in Soulcalibur?
Oh gosh, I could not tell you. It's been ages since I've even picked up the game.
I've seen it. I've enjoyed it. I like the guy with the long stick. He
I
was
bet
fun.
you do.
Oh my god.
I bet you do.
There you go.
He got the reach. He got the reach.
Okay, that's what I love. I love Reach too, Mama.
Wait, I bet you do. Do you have a voice
My favorite voiceover voice.
that you give us one?
Well, my favorite voiceover voice is when when they call my phone and they go, "Hello, Mr. Johnson." Oh, did I say it? I mean, Mrs. Essence Hall.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say that, but you put yourself out there now, sister.
And then they go, the reason why your cable's off is because you didn't pay your bill. And you go, well, hello, no, I'm so sorry, sir.
Not your voice is a bill collector. Rejection, not that. I knew.
No, my voice, that was them calling me.
Yes.
My voice is when I become the white woman on the phone.
Okay. And you're like, no. this
I
is not.
go, I don't understand what's happening here.
I love that.
I just turned on my cable this morning and there was nothing on the
wasn't wor- it
television.
wasn't
There was
working.
it wasn't working. And then they go, well, ma'am, you haven't paid your bill. I go, huh? That's when you break. Huh?
Huh?
Girl, what?
Do what?
I paid my bill.
I did. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. If you were cast in this scenario as the bill collector,
Yes.
what would the bill collector's voice be in your mind?
Oh yeah, give us a good bill collector voice.
Oh my god, a bill collector.
Yes.
This is everything.
But you also have to imagine the world in which you imagine like the scene. Like what is like where are you like a bill collector at the DMV or
Mhm.
like at home working since
If
the
they're at
pandemic
the
changed
DMV,
things?
they're gonna sound something kind of like this. They hate being there. They're having to deal with people all day. It's like, all right, ma'am, just pay your bill, please.
Yes.
Just. It's a lot of sighing. I feel.
Yes.
Ma'am, please
I see it.
pay.
Just it's like letting people talk.
I feel like I've definitely been
Yep.
there. I've when I had to get my ID renewed, and that was definitely the vibe that I was getting until I met someone.
Yeah.
They knew who I was, and they were a fan, and they were lovely, and they were nice. But
Good.
everyone else was definitely.
Heidi, did you literally
Oh,
use your privilege at the DMV to bypass other people who were waiting in line?
I did not, but they did, and I appreciate
They
them.
did. What does that mean, Heidi?
They pulled me to the front of the line. I was like, "Well, okay, if you say so."
I
I'll
would
go.
have. I'd literally. I don't know, Hayden.
Like,
Maybe
I'm not
maybe
gonna
you could
say.
also relate with me, but I would probably be like, no, everyone's been waiting here.
Mm-mm, I didn't do that.
Everyone's been waiting here too. I'm gonna wait in line with everyone.
He wanted to talk to me.
Nah, if someone's pulling me to the front of the line and I get an earlier appointment, absolutely.
I'm peacing out.
Especially at the DMV.
honey. I was like,
Could you
absolutely.
imagine?
I will absolutely meet you, sir, right now. Let's go.
So, I think overall in your career, how many like voiceover gigs have you done, do you think? Or is it just too many to count?
It's definitely over 100. I don't have an exact number. It's definitely
my
over
God.
100 between cartoons, anime, video games, commercials, things like that.
I love
It's-
that for you.
Yeah, it's over that.
Wait, you do
yeah.
commercials too?
All the worlds you've been in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I live.
I haven't done any recently that I can talk about, but I did a couple commercials, like toy commercials for Moose Toys for Glitzy Globes, where
Yeah.
these little like toys for kids to make little like their own snow globes. There was like a Frozen one, like for Disney, and a couple other ones. So like I used to do toy commercials primarily, and that's generally like if you
Glitzy
hear a
Glo-
commercial that sounds like me, it's usually a toy commercial.
Yes, that's dope.
Do you have a favorite voice actor aside from yourself? Because mine is Matt Mercer.
Okay.
Oh, I
I
love Matt.
Love Matt Mercer. Very good. Shout out to Matt Mercer.
Hey, Matt Mercer.
Oh gosh, I think my
I
favorite.
love the way
um,
she just said that and then just looked up at you, and I'm like, is she? And then, oh, she's waiting for you to answer. I guess she didn't never go back. Okay.
Yes.
I think my favorite would be Robbie Damon is a huge
Okay.
like I love Robbie Damon. I think Neil Newbon is an incredible actor. I don't know if you guys have heard of the boom that is Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh my God, I'm
I
obsessed with the
like
game
that.
right now.
Heidi is playing
Okay,
that right
thank goodness.
now.
It's on my Steam Deck in my book
We
bag in the
know
other room
about
right
that.
now.
Literally, I don't
Good.
play it, but Heidi literally
I'm obsessed with it.
is obsessed.
I love that game.
Heidi, I will
over
not stop
200
saying this. If you
hours.
ever,
I
if
want you to play with
you're
me.
ever playing ball, no, I don't want to play.
On the game.
Maybe I will because
It'll
then
be
we'll
fun. We
probably win.
can have sex with other characters. We can pick
That's
our own,
happening on
we can-
Baldur's Gate.
We can pick our own genitalia.
Oh, I like that.
We can be any we can be female, male, non-binary, very progressive.
I can be an
game.
elf.
You can
I
be
said.
a elf.
Mm-hmm.
You can be an elf, a half elf, a drow. It's a bunch of 12 different
Okay.
races. A dragonborn. You can do.
What's a
any-
dragonborn?
They are from a different plane in the reality, but they come to the one that you're in, and they're dragon people.
Heidi.
I'm doing a
Heidi,
bad job
I feel like
explaining
I guess this is
No,
not
you're
cheating.
actually doing a great job.
Thank
I feel
you.
like maybe this is not cheating, but Heidi definitely jumps people on the game.
I did. Well, it's okay. So you.
So
We were
if y'all
playing-
are playing and Heidi's coming, y'all better run.
I was playing with some of my friends.
Set up.
The other day, we were playing Favorite Hot Girl Summer. We're all gnomes, and I think one of us is a halfling, so we're all short queens.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
We're kind of serving. I am a shapeshifter, and we've
Okay,
been
as you are.
and we were starting the campaign, and we were trying to figure it all out, and someone else came into the lobby, and we're like, well, we're not trying to play with you. We're just trying to play our own game with the three of us.
Yeah.
But they were just there. So we got to camp, and we jumped him, and we killed him.
Oh, I would have done the same.
So we were like,
Wow, this is okay.
That is so much. God, that's what a setup.
I still have his character, but I don't have to play with him anymore.
On the baddies, they would have said, She snuck me.
It did, and we did. It was so funny. It was funny because we first we got into attack position around him, and he was like trying to like make us not. He's like, "Whoa!" It like just like trying to be showing he was friendly. I was like, "No, but we don't want you here."
Well, what character? Okay, what character do you play as, or what?
Oh my gosh!
I'm currently playing as a high elf druid. I'm doing a Circle of Spores druid, so yeah, it's one of my favorites. I play that actively in one of our Dungeons and Dragons campaigns over on Nat 19 as well.
Yeah,
so much fun.
When you play the games, do you also imagine voices that you would give to the character?
Of course.
Oh, 1,000%. Of course I do.
You have to get. I want to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with you, Jaida.
Really?
It would be fun. I think you and me would have a lot of.
Like, I'm coming through the woods.
Yeah, you can do all that, and then you can like be ready to snipe somebody too.
I don't want to be sneaking people.
You don't have to.
I don't want to sneak
so you wanna
anybody.
fight fair.
I would. Yeah,
Okay.
That's why I would be an elf. I feel like elves are very loyal, honest people.
They can be, but they don't have to be.
It can be.
They can be. What are y'all?
You can be whatever.
I don't want to play this game with y'all. With neither one of y'all. This is like
You can
giving.
make it whatever you want.
Okay, well, I guess that is true. If you want, maybe in your real life you're always really sweet, and maybe you want to be the villain.
When I played Dungeons and Dragons, I was a bard that killed everyone.
Yeah. Well, Hayden is currently a villain right now. Would you have a villain character that you voice too? So
Yeah.
do you feel like when you voice the different characters, do you feel like it's like also connecting to like different sides of yourself? Like maybe I don't know, because I feel like if I was playing a villain, I was like, okay, let me just like all the little.
You have to like find that essence of that character and exude it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like when people talk about writing, it's write what you know.
Yeah.
And as an actor, you pull from life, you pull from like experiences. And a lot of it is reacting. Acting is reacting is what you're going to hear all the time.
Yeah.
And in terms of like, especially the character I'm playing right now, she's very, everything she says, it stops very abruptly. She says what she means. She gets to the point. She doesn't like people who faff about. That's not
yes.
what she likes.
Yeah.
So
she like get to the point.
She speaks very deliberately. And when my director is like, essentially like put a button on everything that you're saying, it's like, got it. So
well, we would
what I can do if I'm like, if I were to be struggling in that sort of situation, it's like, okay, well, when have been times in life you have to speed run this basically, but when are there times in life where I've had to speak very deliberately to people and just get to the point?
Yeah.
A lot of that is working customer service, but you know.
Yeah.
Get out my drive-through line.
But oh my gosh.
Do you talk to people like that at the drive-thru?
No, but you have to talk with like a sense of urgency to like.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
we
know
have to
if
get
get out of my drive-through line is like being urgent. That's
get
just
out.
giving.
Get out of my drive-through
Rude
line.
boots.
Move your car.
I feel I you know what I'm realizing right now? That I have been kind of ignorant about voice acting.
You've always been about voice acting.
About voice acting,
yes.
asshole. Because specifically,
that's what I get.
I had no idea that like, well, I mean, I guess so, but I didn't think about how much you would still have to pull on emotions and real life experiences to do voice acting. I thought that was like more like just acting because you have to think about the face and the movements and the emotions.
You still have to be able to convey that voice.
Yeah, but it's still, to give real life to the character.
You know, being someone who is an actor.
Okay.
I did.
Acting like a woman right now.
I did. A dancey woman. You know, I did just film a movie. I can't really talk too much about it because it's not just out just yet, but I did find myself in a place at one point. I had to do like a sad scene, and I had to be like, okay, so I have to convey me being sad.
Did you think about yourself doing your makeup?
Oh, that's how you feel, bitch. No, I look gorgeous. How dare you? Got the audacity, bitch.
You do.
I feel like, bitch, no, that's when I want to feel happy. I'm like,
okay, yes.
Oh, wait, the laugh. The curl.
What is
the curl is betraying you today?
That
She's
curl
my inner saboteur.
Here, spray.
Outer
This is what
saboteur.
you do.
Fix me.
Spray your finger.
There we
Okay, now under that curl.
Yeah.
Lift under that curl. Lift that curl up, girl. Under this swirly part right there.
I'm going through
Okay,
it.
yep.
Now what? Put it on the
And
parole?
yep. In the meantime, while Heidi's falling apart, what do you feel like is your preparation work for you to like get ready to like walk into the studio and like give it everything you got? Because I feel like I recently did a project where I was like my voice was all over like this. Yeah, look at you. I had to recently do a voice project and I was going in the studio and then I sometimes was getting self-conscious because I'm like, I don't know, am I sounding like correct? Like, how do you like prepare to like go in there and like own it?
It depends on the project. If it's an audition, usually we get the sides beforehand, and I'm very old school about it, is I will print them out and then write on them. It's like, okay, like here's like, and I'll do like old school style preparation work.
Yeah.
I find that, because I'm from the theater, so I find having like the physical script is like that works best for me. So if it's an audition, usually that's how I prep. For anime, we don't get to see anything before going into the studio. Like we can maybe watch the episode online, but we don't get the script beforehand. We don't get a whole lot of prep work. Sometimes it's like, hey, can you come into the studio for 2 hours? So-and-so wants you on this project. And sometimes it's same day. It's like, hey, can you come in today and record? So you just have to go. So a lot of those times I just fall back on, I'll do warm-ups before I go, do all of like my singing and theater warm-ups just to get my instrument ready to go. Essentially just like warm up my voice, make sure it's like, okay, I don't know if I have to do a battle scream today, but I'm going to make sure I am vocally prepared to.
Yes.
And when I'm in there, especially working on stuff, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing today. The blessing we have with anime, at least, is we preview it in Japanese. Or sometimes we'll be working on Chinese shows as well. So we'll preview it so we can see the animation beforehand. We can look at the script, what our line is. And you have to... Anime acting is cold reading. So you just have to get really good at jumping into a character very quickly.
Yeah.
Work.
Which is where improvisational acting skills come in very, very handy.
Heidi's an improv girl.
Girl, sometimes you just gotta go with
Is your
it.
earring falling apart?
No,
what is
girl.
happening?
I don't know. I'm having a moment right now.
You really are. You're embarrassing me in front of company.
I'm sorry. Did you expect anything less?
Yeah.
Girl.
No, but I didn't expect more. So
I was like,
what?
wait, if you expected less, then
I didn't
then
expect
she's
more
good.
from you. So I didn't expect more from you is what I'll say.
That's fair. That's fair. You got me.
And you do all of your recordings in Dallas?
Not all of them. I work between Los Angeles and here, sometimes at my home studio that my husband and I have downstairs. So I've recorded like cartoons and video games just here in our house, which is nice. So it depends, and if they need me on location, I'm happy to fly out.
Yeah. Oh, so have you ever been to Japan to like record?
No,
That would be
that's the
fierce!
dream. I would love to just go to Japan at some point. I would just love to go experience like the country and the culture. Like I grew up traveling. I've been to Thailand and Cambodia. I've been to Italy, and I love traveling. So I would
Yeah.
love to
All over.
just go. Mhm.
What is your favorite place that you've been?
Italy, probably. I'm a huge mythology and history nut, so Italy was an amazing experience. I went by myself when I was 20,
Yeah.
which a lot of people have pointed out. It's like, maybe small 20-year-old Hayden should
Just-
not have been traveling Italy by themselves.
Yeah, but
That's
also
fair.
at the same time,
But I
did that
You did.
here,
Ate it.
thriving and surviving, honey. Ew.
I did
No.
it, and I think it was one of the best experiences I've ever had, and it was
I think when
wonderful.
you
I got to
travel
turn 20
alone,
yeah.
you learn a lot about yourself, I feel like.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, you really
You know what
do.
I mean? You start to see things you like. When you're not turning to somebody like, what should we do? And you're
Mhm.
thinking about what you should do by yourself. You go, okay, so I guess these are things that I do like.
Yeah,
These are
because I'm a very indecisive person naturally.
Yeah.
If I'm like with a group of people,
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out what
same.
to do. But like when I'm by myself, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? Well,
Yeah.
I'm about to do something.
and that's how I ended up in an orgy. Didn't want to be there.
Didn't want to be there.
Didn't want to be there, but
Just
you know
showed up
what? Just
somehow.
showed up somehow.
Just got there.
Imagine.
Work.
I like that the curl is working.
I yes, thank you, Jada.
Okay, good.
We got it back on track, but the earring, she fighting me though, so
Okay,
we're down
well,
to one.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Normally,
What?
Heidi.
No, you
normally
are
Heidi is
fine.
probably like 10% more put together than
Just 10%.
right now.
Wow, just at me like that.
Oh, I have to ask you too. Do you watch? I'm sure you watch Drag Race, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What if they said no?
What if they said no? I'd be like, what?
what?
I just say, well, good.
What?
Good. Because too many people are these days. That's a problem.
Not
But
that.
no, if you were to compete on Drag Race, what would your drag name be?
Oh my god, I have no idea. I have no idea. What do you think?
Do you have an
it would
entrance
be?
line? Because I think everyone thinks of like, what would they say if they ever walked
Oh,
in?
I know what it would be. Bitch.
What would it be?
Anna
Uh-huh.
made it.
Anime. Yeah.
Yes.
That, you ate with that one.
Animated.
That was good. That was a good one. You ate.
Ooh,
What would my
okay.
entrance line be?
Ooh.
Make you come up with it for me.
Yeah. Something about manga or something.
Or it would give,
Ooh, give it to us.
like, imagine, like, how do you throw your voice?
Like a ventriloquist?
Yeah. Or I would just do whatever the line is. I would come into the room and I would like whatever my look looked like, the voice would be extremely different from that.
Oh, something polarizing from what you're
Yeah, because you can do voice
giving. Like
characters.
you walk in and you're just so like something like sultry, super sultry, and then you come out
and then
with
you
like
go, the Starship Enterprise.
yeah.
Just give up.
Starship Enterprise, that's my entrance line. That
Word.
right there.
That's the
No
one.
context.
Fully?
Done. Done. That's it right there.
Fully in like a LeVar Burton Star Trek look.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, voice. But in like a look from like, what's the glamorous look? 20s.
The 1920s.
Imagine,
very
in my mind, imagine
glamorous.
the look is giving,
Feathers.
attending Gatsby.
Ooh, think
Gatsby's
Amanda
party.
Lepore Gatsby moment.
Amanda Lepore Gatsby moment, and then it's
Yes,
giving.
That's what it gives.
The
But
year
it-
was 1874. And all I had was those goddamn horses.
That's it. That's it.
And you just boss and then go over and join the ladies.
I can't wait for Animated's entrance. I'm so
and
excited.
go over and join. I cannot either. If you get in drag and you use animated, literally you owe us nothing but just your best.
I will give my best.
Yes,
I feel like you always would.
for sure.
And also, I just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
ask you now, because we always do emails after, but would you be interested in staying on board with us for emails?
Absolutely.
Yes, good. Okay, because I was like going to be heartbroken if you said no.
Not,
No,
just
absolutely
devastated.
not.
I'm so afraid of rejection,
Yeah.
especially
I
on the
get that.
podcast.
As an actor, rejection it's 99% of acting, but it is the fear.
Wait,
For
okay.
sure.
Crazy question, because I
Okay.
believe that people should know this is just the reality of the business. Have you ever gotten a job where you were like very excited for, and then like you were prepared for the character, and they were like, you know what, never mind.
I don't think I've ever had a role like taken away from me like that, but I've had times where I've super hardcore prepared for an audition, like for a mocap audition.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I have to have my lines memorized. I'm ready to film it. And then they're like, hey, they already cast it. It's like, okay.
Oh no,
That's deep.
that
that is
sucks.
3 days of prep down. All right. I'm
But
gonna-
also giving. That means over 100 gigs. None of the gigs turned you down once you got it. That
Period.
means
What does it mean?
I was.
Where are you going with this, Jada?
I was gonna get there. That means.
I believe in you.
That means you're a
Pop off.
badass motherfucker.
And do.
Absolutely.
And do. You got
Okay,
there.
damn, Heidi. that
Savage
means
today.
use words. That means Heidi, you this damn
This girl.
girl.
Oh.
Okay. Girl, I think
I should have wore the little lashes.
no. What you should loop it around the spike.
What spike?
Don't do that because then you're just gonna have a lot of forehead. Just
Not that.
what do you think about a lot of forehead?
Tyra Banks loved it, so I think it's sickening.
I was asking Hayden.
Oh.
I don't think I have an opinion one way.
Never
or
thought
another.
about it. Have you
I'm
before?
like, I don't actively think about it unless I'm looking at myself going,
Well, welcome to Hall and Closet, where we ask the questions people care about.
This is true. It's a fact.
I love foreheads.
You do. What is your forehead? Is it a 3, 4, 5 head?
A fist.
Oh, Jesus.
Fist head is literally. I don't know. Some days I feel like my forehead is like giving.
Mm-hmm.
To.
But where do we start counting the forehead? Because like right now I'm bald headed. So where do I start counting it? Like
from your nape.
Because like when I have hair all the way back here.
From your nape all the way to your brows.
that's all forehead.
That's all
forehead.
Jesus. Jesus. Jesus.
Imagine. I just like.
That's 10 head.
I just imagine
that's
that
not
if
even
somehow,
forehead.
literally like 10 head. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, imagine that. And I'm like, why did that still feel like weird to see that? It's like those sausage fingers off from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No. That got me together.
No.
Ew, hot dog hands.
That got me together fully. Oh my God.
What is your favorite project that you've ever done?
Oh gosh. Everyone says this, it's like picking children. I think right now, it's the one I'm about to work on that I can't talk about.
Yes!
But, I think it was Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising is one of my favorites because I'd always wanted to be like part of a fighting game. My character isn't like, you can't fight as her.
Yeah.
But I call her my anxiety rat. Her name's Vikala.
And she's very nervous and
she's a very anxious character. She's like,
oh my God.
my brain's like feta cheese.
and she's so cute and fun, and you can have her as a partner character so she can cheer you on like during fights. It's like,
You won! That's amazing!
and things like that.
That's
Or
so good!
she's so cute. You can play as her in Grand Brews, which is like an online little it's kind of like the game Fall Guys, but but you play as the Grand Blue characters, and it's a lot of fun, and that's
That
very
sounds
special
cute.
to me.
We should play that.
because
We should try it.
it's so fun. You can get it on I think Steam, PlayStation. I'm not
both.
sure if it's on Xbox. I could be wrong.
Steam
But
is that system.
Steam made a Steam Deck. Yes.
Yeah.
It's for PC gamers.
Okay. And it's like a handheld.
Yes. It's
PC.
basically a handheld
you can
PC.
also just play it on your PC as well.
if you have a laptop. That's
Oh,
a gaming
yeah.
laptop, you can just play it on there.
I
too.
have a laptop.
Yeah. Oh, well then we could play Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you seem to have caught me in a corner.
I-
There's no way for me to
ha, ha,
escape
ha.
this.
The new patch just came out. You
Yes,
have no excuse.
patch-
What's a patch?
A patch is when they go in and fix some of the bugs that have been plaguing the game.
Okay, not a nicotine
Which
patch.
Larian's been really good. They've done a lot of hot fixes. They've been really
Mhm.
good. They hear what people are saying about the game and they actually like do something about it.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice. This last patch, it came out like right around Valentine's Day, and it was funny
Yeah.
because it was like they were fixing a lot of like kissing frames
Okay.
for the game. So like now when your characters kiss, their lips actually like lock up now. And you can,
Before
like,
they
see
would
the-
go.
They were a little off, and like depending on if the character was like shorter or taller,
Yeah.
sometimes the kissing was a little off. So they went in and
Okay.
fixed that better. They
So it
added
was like,
some
let's
new
say
things,
you're a
too.
sickening elf and your like partner is
Mhm.
a gnome,
Okay. Yes.
and then when you would lean down before, it was like
It might have been a
Now
little
it's
more
giving-
off. Sensual. Seductive.
Yeah, there's certain characters that will like kneel down to like get at your height and
Yes.
things like that, and it's
oh,
Larian
that's
is, like,
cute.
it's really cute. And like I'm so impressed with the game.
I've
Because
enjoyed
they
it so much.
as a studio, they've done so much to
the fantasy of
just-
somebody kneeling down to
Yes.
kiss you
Yes, and depending on the
is fierce.
whoever you choose, they also have different like vibes to them as well, and their like personalities can change throughout the game. So
But but girl,
they could kiss you a certain
I'm
way
still left
differently
at
if
people are
they're-
kneeling to kiss you. That's fierce.
I'll show you this one.
Mhm.
It's kind of Dommy Daddy.
Okay. Huh.
I'll show
A
you.
gnome?
You can fuck a bear.
You could,
You
like,
can fuck a bear.
like not a real bear.
It's a man who can turn into a bear. You can fuck a bear.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were talking about like down at precinct. I was like,
You can fuck a bear there too.
absolutely.
Plenty, actually.
Okay. Bear Central.
Yeah.
But you mean like
A druid. You can fuck a man who can turn into a bear and he will fuck you.
Shapeshifter.
Yes.
a shape-shifting
Mhm.
druid?
Mm-hmm. You can also, I think, in some cases, be in a poly relationship as well.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
There are certain characters who are open to polyamory in the game,
Yes.
which I think is such a cool touch. And as someone who's very open about like being non-binary,
Yeah.
and like my husband and I talk about it all the time, where I'm like, we're super monogamous, but we have friends who are in like polyamorous relationships. So like getting to explain that to him and like to other people, it's like, well, here's how it works. And
Yeah.
I am so grateful. As a queer person, I'm so grateful to see studios like Larian, like being so inclusive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To
And that's the main
people
thing. I'm
on,
like
the gender spectrum and things like that. And they will change, like they've recorded all the lines, so it's like depending what your gender is, they'll say like they or she or he, and I'm like, that
Yeah.
is so freaking cool. I'm like, I could just talk about that.
Yeah, that you feel
Screw
that you feel
Macri, let's
included,
just
that you
talk
feel
about inclusive video
being
games.
seen.
that you feel seen through a video game. And I think I think
Yeah.
a lot of times, like a lot of people who are gamers, sometimes like I remember I used to was like heavy into
Mhm.
games when I was like heavy on my alone time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's usually when I'm like on my heavy.
yeah, you know what I mean. And then so if you're a person that's like sometimes alone, you still want to feel like you're being seen, and
Yeah.
even if you're a gamer, you know what I mean. Like if you spend a lot of time playing a game, you don't want to be like, okay, now I'm logging onto a game and this game is not seeing who I am. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like you kind of if you're not a studio that's doing that, I feel like you should probably be thinking about the type of people who are spending money and time playing the work that you've created. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fair. And I'm glad that and it's like crazy because you get to lend voices to those characters.
Oh my goodness, yes. One of the voice actors in the game like won like voice actor something. Some
Yeah,
award.
it was
Voice
a
actor
star
of the year.
actor, which is
For
to wind it
performance.
way back. When you guys asked me who my favorite voice actor is, Neil Newbon, who won. He is such a amazing actor, and so much of like my performance style is kind of inspired by like what I've seen him do throughout other video games. Like, and he's a very inspirational actor to me. So I think if I was going to pick favorite voice actor, it's easily Neil.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm hoping that y'all
Look
will
how
get
we
to
just slooped around.
literally. I'm hoping that you will
Get to
get
work
the opportunity to
together.
work on that project on Baldur's Gate. Will be
Ooh.
fierce with your favorite
If
icon.
they do a DLC, maybe.
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
To be
I
a,
hope so. They can give us a couple more
custom voice for a game like that, I think I would just perish. I
That'd
would
be
die.
Oh, that would be
That'd be
fierce.
so great.
Larian, please put us on because I also want to do a voice too up in there. Too.
Okay, if you
Knock,
did a
knock,
custom
let us
voice,
in.
Let us
what would you
in,
imagine
Larian.
that character to be?
My character that I would voice.
Yeah.
I would want to do like a more fun, sassy, adventurous, maybe like a bard character
Okay.
or something like that. Someone who's like they've seen a couple things, but they still like have an optimistic personality.
Yeah.
Like they've gone through some
A Gandalf.
Maybe not a Gandalf, but like that kind of.
That's literally what you described.
You want maybe a Gandalf? I could.
You
do an
just
older,
described Gan. You said
I
you
still
said an
want-
older character.
I didn't say older character.
Well, you said they've been through a lot.
They've seen some things.
That means they've been through a lot. I assume.
That don't mean
I'm
you're
sorry.
old.
Well,
Look at
true.
you. You're young and you've been through a lot. At least you look like
you
it.
fucking bitch.
Oh my god, sister, I'm sorry.
No,
I
we'll
had
take a
to.
break, and I will before I break something. Bye. We'll be right back.
Right back.
We're back. We're back in action.
Welcome back. Let's react.
and get into these emails, honey. Look, we still have Hayden here with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Also, by the
you.
way, I have to compliment you on this outfit today.
The wings
Oh,
that
thank
give me
you.
when they give that little shimmer, the wings do. It gives me a little extra like that moment.
It's the shimmer details on the metallic detail on the breast area and
Ooh,
the
yeah.
choker.
Yeah. I can show you a little bit more of the model if you like.
Yes,
please.
please.
Show-
Full
show us a
heckin'
little.
preview. So
Yes,
That's a moment.
okay.
That's our entrance
Full-
look.
yeah.
T-shirt and my panties out.
Is that animated's entrance look right there?
I love it, and I like
Yeah,
the.
and then
the
we also have short hair. Come on, please. There we go.
Ooh,
We have different hairstyles
That's fun.
spicy.
that I can do. I can also have
Oh,
Yes.
for cozy days.
You know, we're at home, we're vibing.
Oh, that is a cozy day sweater.
we
Cozy
might
days.
watch a
What
movie, read a
else?
book.
We have.
We might read a.
If I'm feeling like I want to
Email.
party, I have.
You can. Oh, they can change colors.
Oh, that's for at the rave.
Ah!
That's at the rave.
That's like
right
when you
there.
pull up to trades and they got that light that be changing them colors in their room.
Yes.
That's also a speaker.
That's when you know it's
And that's
gonna
when
be
you
good.
go. That's when you go. Okay, I should call a car.
Yeah.
Just kidding. There you go. Okay, there you go. And then it's giving. Shh, my mama's awake.
Yeah.
You go. Okay. All right. All right. Well, maybe we should turn these lights off. That flashing light in the corner. But I digress. Let's do some emails.
Foolish,
And
yes.
if you do have one of those lights, I still love you.
Of course.
Means nothing.
Means nothing to you.
But it is better on the wings, though.
Yeah.
Tell you that, honey. Now,
Do you want to read the first one?
I think I will.
Go off, sister. You got
Oh
this.
my God, it's so many words.
You know reading's hard sometimes.
I feel like it's hard for everybody these days. I say that only because then I don't feel bad about the fact that I'm having some issues. Okay. Now, dear Jada and Heidi and Hayden, because you here, dealing with a strange situation here.
Here we
go. Okay, I shouldn't have looked forward, but
See,
bitch.
look at
Okay,
you.
here we are. Dealing with a strange situation here. My boyfriend got us into some unconventional stuff. I like unconventional stuff.
Okay.
Like, okay, like face farting.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And it's causing pink eye. Okay.
Well, yes.
It's causing.
Well, yes.
Causing is not caused. Not had caused. Not I had got
Currently.
pink eye. It is currently continuously
Not
causing
one-
pink
that's
eye.
That's giving multiple occasions.
Okay. Fuck me. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not judging.
No.
I'm just
No.
processing information. Can you please hand me one of those? Girl, I done
Yes,
blew my
sister.
willy.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. Okay, I'm not judging.
We're not.
Let's be very clear. I'm just, I'm processing. This is the thing, too. Also, give people fucking space to process shit sometimes.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ. I am not judging. This is a lot to take in
It
for somebody
is,
I've never face farted,
No.
done, or have been involved in, or
Never once.
not once.
Never once.
And I'm not gonna even ask you, Hayden, because then I'm not judging, okay?
No.
And if we get to the bottom of this email and this is signed from Hayden, I'm gonna be like, damn, I should have just shut up. But
Could you imagine?
imagine I'm like,
Gagged. Gagged.
and I'm like, so the blue jewel on this look, what?
What's the inspo there?
What is the inspo there? Okay, it's always back to face farting. Why is it always shit with us on this podcast?
don't
Literally
know.
shit.
I don't know.
It's fart is literally just gas poop.
Yeah. It's just,
That's why you will get pink eye. But let's get back to the email.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, of course. Jesus.
I'm processing this.
Just process.
It all started as a one-time experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as it always does.
Of course.
And things escalated to the point where he insists we fart in each other's eyes regularly. Not in each other's faces, in the eyes.
The eye directly, though.
We've both had pink eye
Do you have
for
to put-
weeks.
Do they put the eye to the hole? And
Girl!
fart? Is it like direct?
You don't have to.
Or is it just in the general?
You don't have to.
Is it just-
You don't have to do that. I heard you, girl. Hateful energy. Hateful energy. And if you do this, Bitch, if you do this, I'm telling you, you will go to hell. If that's a place, and if it's not, whatever your version of hell is, you're gonna get it. But if you fart on somebody's pillow, I imagine without underwear,
Of course.
you definitely could give them pink eye.
Yes.
They could wake up the next day,
Oh my God.
eyes fucked up.
D-
Don't fucking do that. Don't do it. But I'm telling you, you could do that, and that would ruin some for weeks. You could be doing that for weeks to somebody. They just like, I don't know why. My fucking eye won't heal, and why my pillow constantly smells like shit.
My eyes go water, girl.
Okay.
Shut up. Fight a losing battle.
I am not judging. I am processing this. While he sees it as a bonding thing, I'm starting to feel like it's more of a problem.
So.
I think so too.
Yes. Well,
Not sure if I'm overreacting or if this is just too much. Any thoughts or advice would be appreciated. Thanks, Greg. No, thank you, Greg.
Thank you so
No,
much.
fucking thank you.
Thank you so much.
Greg, okay. Hayden, advice.
Yes.
Do you feel like this is too much?
I'm gonna be very real. Yes,
Be
I think it
real.
might be too much. And if they are feeling the need where they are processing that, they're like, is it too much? I think you know the answer to the
If
question.
you
Yeah.
have to ask yourself that, you're there.
If you go,
Yeah,
ow, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Stop.
I think this is a setting boundaries moment.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
You need
to do in a
to
relationship.
set your healthy boundaries of not getting pink eye.
And
Because that's going to impact you in the long run in a lot of
Not-
ways.
not
and
just your
setting your
health,
boundaries
but
is going to
also
build
your
a
wallet.
healthy relationship.
I
Exactly.
mean, yeah, and if your partner don't understand that you don't want to get your face farted in, then you know what?
That might not be.
I'm not gonna say leave them.
No, but
But
also
farting
something to think
theirs.
about- Well,
But
that,
don't-
they that's part of the deal, ain't it?
They got to fart together.
They do it together.
Well,
They
if this is the thing. If you want to get farted in or farted in,
I will
how
fart,
do you fart
I
in
would
a
I would
person?
continue to fart on them, but I'd be like, look, my face has to take a break.
Okay.
I
And
can't.
how often then would you
I
participate?
wouldn't. I just this isn't.
So you would have them waiting.
No, I'd be like, look, I can't do it no more. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
But I will continue to fart on
How okay, Hayden, how would you have that conversation?
Oh, me and this.
What does that conversation
me and this
look
girl
like?
about to have that
And
conversation.
give us a voice for this character.
Oh my god.
This is not a,
Oh,
this is not a
no.
character. This is somebody's life.
This is
Give
yeah.
us imagine
Yeah.
Greg. You are Greg and you are coming home and you're going, it's too much. The pink eye's gotta stop.
I think genuinely, I'm like, God, I don't know. I think it would very much look like just, hey, can we talk about the face farting situation? I think it might be getting a little bit too much for me. I'm concerned about our health in the long run, especially with the lasting pink eye. And I think
Yes.
it's something that we might need to revisit
Mhm.
for both our physical, mental, and
Well-being.
relationship health
Well,
Yes.
in the long run, because I care about you. I want to continue this with you, but I can't continue doing something that is putting our health in jeopardy, even though it might be a kinky thing.
Yeah.
I think we need to revisit it.
It's giving, I will say, this is me. This is a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Let's stop the face farting and get into fisting.
Oh. With the Chris guy.
Fuck it. Right? No? That's not the next step.
That's your immediate
That's
next
your
step.
next step.
I mean,
I just wanna get into your
I'm just trying to
mind
get.
on
I'm
this.
trying to get out of the fart gig.
I just want to get
So, girl,
That's your compromise.
what
I'm trying to get out the fart gig, bitch. I'm whatever route we got to do to get out of this. I want to be clear and direct, but also at the same time, right now I'm throwing a bone.
you just
Now, while we're looking for this bone, we are the farts are
gotta
stopped
stop.
while we're looking at something else. Then next thing you know, we don't even think about farts no more.
No more. Just
Well, maybe not. Maybe no.
have you ever?
Huh?
Have you ever?
No, because we're not judging.
We're not judging. That's why you should say if you.
No, I have not. I've not been.
I didn't say have you been.
We have a guest.
Okay, well, look, we're here.
We have a guest.
We're here now. So what's up? We're here now.
With all these rings. Oh my God.
God.
I had more at first.
They just slipped off inside. Jesus.
But I do want that Tiffany's one back. I will be going back in to get it.
And thank you once again, Greg, for this journey you sent us.
Greg,
on.
I feel like this is probably my favorite email
so
we ever had.
honestly, one of the best. One of the best, for sure.
Back in the day, you know what? I love technology because back in the days, Pen Pal would never wrote that to you.
No, never. Absolutely.
You
not.
know, that would have been hard to write. Pink eye. Continuous pink eye. Let's get into
I'll do the next one. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can read. Okay. Hey Heidi. Oh, hey Heidi and Jaida. I'm dealing with a tough situation with my sister.
Okay.
Our relationship has always been difficult, and lately it's been even worse. She invaded my privacy by reading my diary out loud to the family. Making fun.
What is that? What just happened right now? I'm like looking around like, what happened?
Making fun of my struggles recently.
Oh no.
She also used and damaged my self-care items, including my favorite clothes, without any remorse. I'm exhausted from dealing with her. Any advice on how to handle this? Love your show, Sophie.
Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Sophie, for being a friend of the pod. Jada,
I will be very clear. I don't like people touching my shit.
I'm already very peculiar about my things, like because I feel like everyone works so hard for all their own belongings. Like what? There's for no reason to be fucking up people's shit. Like like you wake up in the morning, you go to your job, and you work hard, and you do and then you buy yourself something, and you have it, and it means something to you. Yeah. And then other people do that as well, but then you would just do that and break someone else's things and stuff. It's just I
don't like people take. I grew up in a household there was a lot of people in my home growing up. There was a lot of sharing things, and I don't mind sharing. You know me, bitch. You know I don't mind sharing things.
Yeah.
But certainly, if I'm willing to share something, I'm willing to share it. But do not touch or take my things without my person.
If I lend something to you, I do, expect it back in the condition it left.
Yeah. Hey, what about you? Do you like, what is your stance on touching your things?
If someone is, especially like a family member, coming into your room and taking your things and touching your stuff, especially without like your permission, those are your private things, and those need to stay your private things, because I was always raised in very much a treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yes,
for sure.
So please don't touch my things.
Also,
they are my stuff, and if you need to borrow something, please just ask me, and I will most likely say yes. But the reading the
diary
journal,
going into my personal belongings, something that's very like that's mine. That's like people have their diaries for their own personal thoughts, things. That's very like a personal thing.
I feel like that's more. It feels like it's more or less like even touching people's clothing. It's less of an invasion of personal things in a physical way as much as it is like mental. You know what I mean? Like that's literally like taking everything that you've had in your mind, that you might not want to say. Like that's just shady, boots.
And that's your sister. That's not a sister, girl. Get a blood test. I don't trust this one. That's not a sister. I'm sorry. So, in the Bible.
Yes, okay.
It says if something harms you gotta cut it off. That maybe you just gotta cut this sister off.
If something what?
If something hurts you, you're supposed to cut it off. That's what the Bible says.
Why my pinky toe been hurting me?
Girl, cut it off.
Okay.
My grandma only had 4 toes, so you can do with only 4 toes.
Okay, I believe that.
It will help you have a smaller foot in the shoe.
Well,
that's what she said.
I believe that I could do that. But that seems like a very harsh line.
No.
If something hurts you, cut it off.
Cut it off. That's what the Bible says.
What if you woke up and you just like your arm was like, I slept with my arm wrong.
Cut it off.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be listening to the Bible. I was just.
I'm like, I think that might be just another way to say set your boundaries, but
set your boundaries.
we
yeah,
can take it literally.
We can take it.
Do with what
Oh,
you
there's
will.
a pain in my ass. Cut it off, girl. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's like,
Girl.
okay.
Get rid of
Dang.
it. Get rid of it.
I don't. You know, this is a very hard situation to even. Like, I feel like this is a very hard situation to even give advice for because family stuff is so personal, and I feel like oftentimes there's like space where you will have like moments where you get into things with the people in your family, and then you get out of those things with the people in your family.
Yeah.
Where you have moments, but ultimately, like Hayden has been constantly saying today, it's about setting boundaries.
For sure.
And I think that's like, if you don't like that, I think the best thing to do is just have a conversation, especially with his family. If it was another bitch, cut off.
Cut her off.
I would say cut her off. Don't delete her number,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because this is some shady shit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't delete the number. Save it as something you hate, right? So then when they call, you know not to answer.
Or find an ugly photo and have it be the photo that pops up.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If you delete the number, they call you, you answer on accident.
And they start talking to him.
They go, oh, I want to reach out and reconcile. It's too late. I deleted your number. I thought this was Harry, the man who fixes my cable.
I was going to say, who's Harry?
Why do I keep coming back to cable today?
I don't. You live.
Yeah, but I feel, that's just, I don't know, it's a tricky situation. Have a conversation, I would say. Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it.
I'm going to have a talk with this girl in a minute.
Okay. Girl, this girl ain't got no love for you.
her. She ain't got no love for me.
We have another one.
Okay.
Let's get into the other one. Okay.
Pop off, queen.
I need to say hello. I guess that's just generally to all of us today.
Yeah.
I need some advice on a tricky situation. I've always had this makeup fetish, and I've always been wanting to my husband makeup for ages.
Mm-hmm.
He's not into feminine stuff, but I thought of suggesting it as a Valentine's Day gift. However, he's already surprised me with the gift with a gift early in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yes, there we go.
There you got it.
Oh. Early in the morning.
Read it, sister.
He already surprised me. Okay, because in my mind, girl, you know me. I've tried bringing up feminine things before, but he always changes the subject. I thought about offering to fulfill one of his fantasies in return, but he's not interested in threesomes.
Wait, what?
This is getting fierce, honey. Let me put my hair back. And we've already explored various aspects of BDSM. I've run out of ideas, and I don't want to make him uncomfortable. Any thoughts on how I could approach this or what I could offer in return? Thanks so much, Sharon.
Work, Sharon.
Sharon, I'm going to say this right now out the gate. First of all, I didn't think Sharon, you have a fun name for somebody that's into BDSM. Yes, ma'am.
Sharon is sharing with us today.
Sharing with us, Sharon. Okay,
Yes,
thank
Sharon.
you so much for the email.
That's the name of her show.
But if you told me it was Sharon, I wouldn't know you were so freaky, Sharon.
I enjoy it.
I like it.
I'm happy to see it.
Now, I say again, Hayden. We're coming back to Hayden again.
I feel
Hayden
like
said this all day.
The boundaries.
Setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this particular aspect, if you have a makeup fetish, it's one thing if the person that you are with is willing to explore those fetishes with you. And I think it's like great to have a conversation about it. But if somebody is not into something, then it's just maybe something they're just not into.
Yeah.
Maybe if he's not into threesomes, maybe you should just like maybe ask him if it's all right for you to like have somebody come over and you do makeup on like another like person.
Oh, to fulfill that fantasy.
To itch that scratch. You know what I mean?
You know,
Because this is the tea. There's somebody out there for everything. You know, you find
sure.
your face farting companion,
Let me.
baby, lock it down.
Someone who don't care about the pink eye.
Okay. It's always gonna be somebody out there, bitch. Somebody you gotta care about pink eye.
Let me tell you.
You're gonna have to care about pink. That's
'Cause
eventually gonna
My
be
grandma
terrible.
said, "What one bitch won't do, another will."
So another bitch, your grandmother told you that another bitch will fart on your
She
motherfucking
didn't
face
say
if somebody
the
won't.
farting, but you know, it implies.
I
that,
take it
you know,
very
if-
literal every time.
Yes, exactly.
But I say, what do you think, Hayden? What if this were you at home right now? How would this role play out?
Honestly, I think it's very, like, to bring it back exactly to what you were saying, it's very much, I think it's their partner setting their boundary. If they're always changing the subject and they don't want to talk about it and it's something that they're clearly uncomfortable with, pushing the issue is all that's going to do is push you further apart.
Yeah.
So I think broach the issue, be like, hey, this is something that I'm really into. And if it's super important to you, you could bring up maybe someone else that I could do this with. But if they tell you no, I mean, we learn it as kids, no means no. And
Yeah.
you have to take, it's so important. You have to take no for an answer. You have to, for the
Yeah.
sake of your health, other people's health, and safety. So if you want to continue a relationship with this person, which it clearly sounds like you do, I think you need to respect their no.
That's true.
Yeah. That's so
And
unfortunate.
we learn that at such a young age.
Because I think in this world, if you feeling some stuff, you want to explore those options. Obviously, you know what I mean. I think that's healthy for you to be able to, like,
For sure.
as long as you're not hurting nobody or giving nobody pink eye continuously.
Girl,
I'm just kidding.
Good at big guy.
But I feel like that's fine to do. But I also would feel like if y'all have like, oh, he's not interested in threesome, so maybe he's not interested in another person being in the room. But I also feel like if there's nothing sexual happening with that, or maybe if it is, who knows? If your partner is comfortable with you doing that, then maybe just talk about it.
Get into it.
Maybe it's a
Talk
cucky
about it.
situation, mama.
Oh, perhaps. You never know.
Maybe he might not like to get makeup on him, but maybe he might love watching you apply makeup on another man. Who knows?
Oh, I know. I love watching myself apply makeup. Girl,
Apply makeup on other men?
on myself when I be up in the mirror, I'll be like,
Okay.
girl, I'm like so good. So I get the fantasy of like the transformation and the beauty. I get it.
I want to know more. After this, send us
We want to know a little more.
send us a follow-up email.
We want to see where this goes.
And then
Are you-
say
so
and then
you're
say thanks
invested?
so much, Sharon 2. I feel like Sharon 2 is more mysterious than Sharon, because you go, why 2? You know what I mean? Why 2?
Yeah. Why too?
Why the 2? She's
Why 2K?
mysterious. Thank you so much, Sharon. Sharon is Karen.
Sharon is. You know what?
No, Sharon is not Karen.
No.
Karen ain't doing no BDSM.
No.
You don't think so?
They be the ones.
You think
Let
so?
me tell you, the Karens be the ones
Ooh.
behind the closed doors.
How do you know?
Behind closed.
You've never been behind closed doors with a Karen.
You don't know me.
And if that was at a jail. Or you was on your way. Because if you behind closed doors with a Karen, baby, that's dangerous
You
territory.
don't know what I've been through.
I'm putting it together. I have to say thank you so much, Hayden, for riding out with
Yes,
us today on
thank
the
you.
pod.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Also, we would definitely want updates from you too, because I
For
want to know
sure.
like what this very mysterious Sharon 2 of a project
This next
is.
one to come, I'm really excited for you. Can't
Yes.
wait. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Haybale Voice. That's HAYBALE Voice. You can find me, I guess, on Blue Sky. I'm never on there because I guess that's a social media that exists. You can also find me over on Twitter at Scylla Aria, SYLLAARIA, as well as over on twitch.tv at the same name, as well as
Yes.
over on TikTok, Scylla Aria VTuber over on TikTok as well. So you can find me kind of all over as under my actor name or my VTuber name. I'm just kind of all over, doing a little bit of everything. So where you can find me.
Multitasking,
Oh,
getting to the
yes.
bag,
Get into that.
hustler.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for being here. And literally, I do want to make sure we like stay in contact because I want to like know what this project is and like
Definitely want updates.
maybe we
Yeah,
can
as
play
soon as I
Baldur's
can
Gate
announce
together
it, I
one
will
day.
be- Oh, heck yeah.
That
That
would be
sounds
fun.
chaotic. Let's go.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
darling.
much.
Thank you so much for listening to Hall and Closet. I'm Jade Essence Hall.
And I'm Heidi in Closet.
And I want to thank you so much again. One more special time. one more special time to our special guest, Hayden Daviau,
You okay?
for joining us today. Yeah, I think I smell toast.
Smell toast. Okay, great.
I love toast.
Now, make sure you can follow us on social media at Jaida E. Hall and Heidi and Closet. And also make sure you follow the show at Hall and Closet Pod. And make sure you follow Mom Podcast at Mom Podcast.
Heidi, that curl is giving you like
Girl,
fart in
she's
the
giving
face.
me the work, Cuddy.
Fart in the face. And you can send us your most fascinating fun facts, your burning questions, or your jaw-dropping shocking stories to hallandcloset@gmail.com.
And make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode.
See you next week for more Hall and Closet.
Closet.
See you next week. You got pink eye.
In the
Bye.
just crust it up. To listen to Hall and Closet ad-free and 1 week early, and to experience all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hall and Closet is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Production supervision, engineering, and editing by Margot Padilla, with theme music by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Celio.